Alrighty. You replay. I usually don't put too much of this stuff on here unless it's something that's pretty cool. Come on, don't take forever to load now. Load on it. There we go. Alright, so I got thrown in the Korean War with a 15-year-old. What do we got going on here? I need to go to... I'm not in the game yet, that's why. Anyway, I got thrown in the Korean War with a Kate torpedo bomber, and I thought I had loaded a bomb on it, but I had a torpedo on it. I didn't realize that until I got off the ground. Now, I had made the comment in chat. That if only the Americans would have had Kate torpedo bombers, 15-year-old Kate torpedo bombers during the Korean War, what damage they could do. Kind of cracked me up to see this. These tier planes in this map here, but World of Warships and War Thunder both been kind of screwing up with their I don't know, programming. I think it's some of that old Soviet communistic, oh, let's make everything fair, so let's let everybody fly everything in every game or something, because we got a Japanese F4U Corsair, we got a Japanese KI-43, we got a German Ju-88, a Bf-110. Oh, there's an American plane. We got a F-283 Buffalo. We got me on the Kate. We got a 109. We got a lag. We actually got a Russian plane on this side fighting against Russians. We got a Do-217 and another P-26. So yeah, what a mix. Anyways, I got up in here and was heading towards figuring dropping a bomb on one of these bases here, and all of a sudden I look on my screen and I notice that I'm carrying a torpedo. So there's not much you can do with a torpedo unless you can accidentally land it on top of something and like hit an airplane with it, or I've tried to drop them on top of bridges before. I haven't been in this situation too much, but like playing around on practice maps, test flights and stuff, I tried to drop torpedoes on top of ground targets just to see if they do any damage or explode. And they usually don't. They do make a heck of a mess. I wouldn't want one dropped on top of my head in real life, that's for sure. But anyways, so I got to joking with these guys about the idea of I don't think I was even figured out I had the torpedo yet in the game. Till I got close to the base, I seen it said TORP, so I come up with an idea that just maybe, possibly, you could kill a bridge with the torpedo like you do a ship. So I'm gonna attempt it. Once I figured out that I was heading in this far and was carrying this torpedo. And there's my bridge up here. By this time I had already realized I had a torpedo, so I pegged up on the bridge and Alrighty. Went to default so I can actually track this thing. Give you the nice Pearl Harbor shot here. And blew up 2 segments of the bridge. And at the end of the game, I come to find out I got anti-mech for blowing up a bridge in War Thunder with a torpedo. I have this yak back here. You can't see it. There's some actually fighter planes and stuff on him, so he didn't want to mess with me too much. And the P-40 up here, but there's here's all these other air traffic. So luckily, I kind of slid out of that stuff. And somebody was telling me that you can change out your ordnance, but you have to leave the plane, you have to land it, and you have to tell it to reload, then you have to leave the plane. But you got to do it a certain way, otherwise you end up leaving the game. And I think I'd just rather pay attention to what I'm supposed to have. I could have had bombs. I could have probably hit one of them bases, and then maybe come back and hit it the second time. But right after we land, we ended up winning, so it worked out okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna drag this thing out for another, it's another 4 minutes. I guess it's not that bad, but the interesting part was blowing up the bridge with the torpedo.